So if you guys aren't aware, last holiday season I decided to begin writing a Christmas story. Actually, that's not accurate. I decided to begin writing a Christmas story towards the end of 2023. So the entirety of that time that I've been on YouTube, technically, I've been working on a Christmas story in the background. It's honestly one of my more fun projects that I've been able to do lately, and I'm hoping that people will enjoy it when it comes out. At the end of 2024, we revealed our two OCs, or rather, two of our main OCs. Their names are Hope and Brian. I definitely resketched Brian's initial design. That first one was not great. Besides all that, I figured now was a good time to talk some more about what things are gonna look like and give you all the promised update before this goes dark again. First, let's talk about the season.
Duck, it's July. Why are we talking about Christmas?
Because I started planning this year's decorations a month ago. Listen, I am and have always been infatuated with the holiday season. All the YouTube girlies doing clean and decorate videos and talking about romanticizing the season, yes, they're all getting my views. To be clear, you don't have to celebrate Christmas. I don't care what you celebrate or how your traditions run. If it's built on good vibes for everyone, I support it. I'm not pushing a religious message or anything like that. As long as you're not hurting anyone, I don't have a problem. Just know I'll have at minimum 3 trees actively decorated in my house.
Duck, why do you need to plan so early?
Because designing the room and layout brings me joy. What, you thought I had some decorator come put my tree up? No. I put these up, plan, placement, how they look, figure out color schemes, everything. If you saw my shorts or reels last year, there were many different trees and decorations with various color schemes. I decorated every single one of them. Somebody asked me if Swan was the one decorating. No, my beautiful Swan, with her many skills, is not helping me design any of it. It's not her thing. I'm the artist, so I'm making it happen. She helps me put stuff in place sometimes, but really, it's all my vision. If you saw a tree in any of those shorts, like, any of the short form videos that you liked, thank you. So yes, I plan all decorations out in the summer and I absolutely love it. It's a big way to get me excited for the season a bit early. I like all the different related things, holiday drinks, pastries, wines, meals, cocktails. I'm locked into it. Like, I'm really that locked into it. I even started letting Hallmark play in the background. Judge me if you want. I know you ain't gonna fight about it. If you like decorating and all these things, don't let anybody judge you. If they have a problem with it, their life is just boring. So, if you guys have been watching and paying attention, you'll notice that I've dropped some nice little spring and summer sketches, which are, what you guys are seeing in the background here and there. Possibly. It depends. I might be drawing something totally different. At this point, I'm doing a lot of different stuff. If you haven't noticed, these people that you see here and here are Hope and Brian. Currently, our story with them hasn't even started yet and is going to pick up around the holiday season. Until then, I thought it would be nice to see what they've been up to. In fact, if you guys are curious, I'll answer questions about the scenes. I just thought, it would be a bit of a fun Easter egg. When creating characters in a story, it's always nice to think about what they would be doing right now in the moment. It helps me get a little bit of the sketching out of the way with a bit of experimentation before I really have to dive into something or do some of the heavier stuff. Also, you guys get to see a little bit about the location. There will undoubtedly be more of these sketches, but once we reach the end of fall, everything changes. Christmas in White and Blue, as of now, will star a total of 6 characters, and the story is going to be centered around the holiday season. I think I'll be ready to reveal more and, some of the different little nuances between different people that could happen later. These will mostly be fun interactions and enjoyable situations that you could find yourself in the holiday season, but there are story elements that are going to be slipped into the back of this. We aren't going to reveal all our characters just yet, but if you're paying attention in the coming months, you might just see some of them pop up. You know, like via some sketch art. We'll do an official reveal once we get to the story. That is, unless someone could convince me to otherwise do some of that stuff early. If some of you ask, I might do it early. We'll see. Who knows? I don't know. I'm kind of stubborn. Let's talk about the location now. So I actually put a lot of work into where the story setting is. If you guys don't know, I would like to think of myself somewhat as a writer, as well as an artist. I'm kind of an all-around creative. I'm not trying to say that I'm an amazing writer or anything, or I'm the best. Don't, expect top-tier writing from this or anything. It's just going to be a fun story for now. But when it comes to creating a story, you really need to put a lot of work into your environment if you want your audience to be able to envision themselves in the location, watching the story play out and everything as it goes. For Christmas in White and Blue, our story is set in Evergreen. As I stated before, the annoying part about this is that the Hallmark Channel has a whole series called Christmas in Evergreen. This is not that, nor have I taken any inspiration directly from it. Funny enough, I haven't even actually seen it. I have crude maps and all different types of things to give a good sense of the area. That's a key step when you're creating a story. Mentioning locations and timing for scenarios are super important. Concept art for a lot of these places is a must, but a map detailing where a lot of these locations are is also important. So you guys will see a lot of that once I finally start putting up more information. Evergreen is not some big city. It's a cozy little up-and-coming mid-sized town. Due to some of its history and investments, it just so happens to be able to generate a little bit more revenue than one would expect. This is due to, a lot of the history that's wrapped up in certain families living there. You're probably looking at this like a drama or a romance story or something like that, and it kind of will be a little bit. I just want a nice little slice of the holiday season. I don't know what you're expecting here, but what you should be expecting is a lot of art. There's going to be plenty for the world to see. So, I put out a DTIYS last year. It's my first one. I'm super happy about it. And as of right now, no one has participated. Look, I get it, all right? There's so many different factors that would result in this. First of all, I don't have a huge audience. Second, it takes a lot for people to post something they made on IG. You could be feeling a lot of different ways about it. Third, there's no incentive as I don't have a prize. And fourth, I didn't put a time limit on it. Believe it or not, that is a pretty heavily contributing factor. Even if someone saw it and decided, that looks cool, I'm gonna do it too, if they get, other cool ideas and those are time sensitive, compared to my DTIYS, then that gets pushed back to the back burner. It's okay, I get it, but now it's time to change that. If you go and look at that same DTIYS post right now, there's a little deadline, December 1st of this year. There are more of you, so maybe you can all start spreading the word and, that the duck wants people to draw his art. To be very clear about this, you don't have to be the best artist in the world to participate. you don't have to be better than me or as good as me or whatever. You don't even have to consider yourself good. It just has to be fun. Don't feel pressured, though. It can still have 0 participation on December 1st, and I will still have it pinned at the top of my IG because it was fun, and I'm proud of it. That's really all that matters. I'm actually a good distance through the rough drafts, and part of planning out my long form content is being able to lean heavily into working on finalizing Christmas in White and Blue. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's planning. Idea plus prep time equals the perfect space for storytelling. That can only happen if I can lean in fully for the execution. So once we get to this space, you guys are going to be able to tell if I nailed it or not. I'm trying to really make this work, but it's definitely not easy. With all the other things I'm trying to get done and get into, and all my actual other responsibilities, I'm not 100% sure I'll make it. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try. I want to tell this story, and every story after. What I'm excited about is what happens once it's out there. What do I learn from this? How will those lessons change my storytelling? At this point, all it has to do is surprise me. See you soon.